All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Let's go ahead and awaken the newest LR. So this is the EX part, LR, Gohan, and Goten and Trunks. You know, on this layout, I think I'm going to switch the Gohan and the Trunks and Goten to opposite sides, maybe. Anyway, here, let's focus up. Remember, this is the 55% video, so we, of course, have him ready to go at 55%. Summons, I think, really were pretty bad for me for this Gohan, but that one day, I really needed the super good luck for HL Gogeta, and Dokkan just, like, let me rainbow him, like, instantly, which really helped me. So, I'm pretty content, taking the shaft. Not really too bothered by it. We are going to have a Peppy Gal banner in probably 2 weeks, and then we're going to have the Tanabata, maybe another DOKKANFEST LR 2 weeks after that, so, you know, be aware that we are kind of, like, moving, you know, quickly, as always. I mean, it's a gacha game. But, alright, let's get this boy awakened up to LR, just Videl medals and DOKKANFEST medals of the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. It does sort of make sense for the Videl medals to be here, because, like, the whole, like, it's kind of meant to be, I guess, like, Goten, Gohan, and Trunks from, like, right before the World Tournament starts, right? And then that's where they're training Videl, too, but maybe they could have gotten the Dokkanfest, Trunks, and Goten from Bio Broly movie. I mean, they could have gotten that in there as well. So, all right, we got them up to LR. Let me just get them SA20 and stuff like that. We'll hop in. We'll test this character out. It's a tag character, so it's going to be a long video. A lot to talk about here. All right, guys, we are here in an event. We get to use Gohan with his sick, nasty battle motion. Ha! It does look fire, dude. I'm going to be so interested to see what the Family Kamehameha Gohan's battle motion is going to look like, too. Right, because remember, he's going to have, like an entirely different one, which should be soon. Okay, so we're starting out in special battle. Obviously, we're going to, you know, jump into the tough fights. You know, go ahead and get shit going right away. Now, I will say this about this fight that we're jumping into right here. There is a little bit of an issue, which is that my Gohan was in slot 7. Where you, like, this character, using them at max power, would be using them on a full youth team. The problem, though, about doing a showcase with them in special battle is the worst part of Dokkan. So did you catch what the problem is? It's the friend system. There's not a ton of Gohan, Goten, and Trunks on the friend system. So, I mean, we can do special battle while we can do special battle, if that makes sense. But I'm going to have to take my ass to other content, potentially. Especially if we can't even really get any footage of these characters in here. What do we want to do? Just Gotenks in slot 1? I'm going to do Gotenks in slot 1. Gotenks should be okay in slot 1, right? I think so, chat. I think so. So, remember, both Goku and Vegeta are Ki Blast super bosses. I hope Gotenks is okay. Gohan, let's go ahead and do this. Gohan, remember, gets massive stats when he's targeted. He gets 250% defense when he's targeted. His first turn, Gohan shows up. He's given 40% damage reduction and gives all allies 30% attack and defense right here. Like, these are really helpful abilities. He just has a lot he's doing, supporting, damage reduction, craziness everywhere, right? We do need to make sure we're getting a Rainbow Orb for Gohan. Not really going to be, I think, too much of an issue because it's only just one Rainbow Orb. Very similar to Goku and Frieza, right? The Goku part. All right, and then let's hit this right here. Yep, and then that's going to be a lot of support. Remember, Kid Goku does support youth, right? All right, there's one more normal. We'll be okay, though. Oh, no, we'll not. No, we're not. All right, Chad. God damn it, dude. It's just going to be very... It's going to be very difficult to showcase in special battles because most of the video just it's just every other fucking character just dying like fish, right? Like, it can be very difficult. Like, it's like, all right, like, we go into, like, a red zone fight, and then everyone's like, oh my god, like, it's such a weak fight. Like, yeah, that's awesome, guys. I sure wish that the fucking friend system was not designed to be stupid, right? I have 2 friends left, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do here when I can't even use the fucking character, okay? So, I guess we'll just not do this fight. Let's just go to, like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta instead. Because we know exactly where this kid's super attacks are at all times. Okay, I don't, like, there's no friends. So, I mean, I can try my best. My best is all I can give, okay? We're, I, okay. Uh, God damn it, dude. The friends, like, they can't be serious with the friend system. Like, I can't play the game. I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do. Okay. Kid Goku, I guess. Okay, let's jump in. Hopefully the game is not fucking stupid with opening rotations if we're gonna do this nonsense, man. Like, let's not be really fucking dumb every single run. So, before, that was the second run I did. The first run, I had no Gohan turn 1 and just instantly died. Alright, so. God, dude. Driving me crazy. I guess we'll do this. Oh, but... Dude, it's so hard to play this game. Like, I am truly despised by the game. Like, I can't play at all without the worst fucking luck you've ever seen in your life. Like, what am I supposed to do right here? Remember what we said about Gohan? He needs a rainbow orb? And, I mean, Gotenks a rainbow orb changer, but Gotenks is like, yeah, sorry, not today, man. Alright, so I guess Goku... I guess I'll do... I don't know. We're done. I'm dead. I'm dead. Like, we can't... Like, it's not gonna work. I don't have the friend units to be doing this. I don't have any key. We have a rainbow orb changer, but we've got no key or nothing. See ya. We're dead. Not much we can do about that. Okay. I'd love to... Oh, okay. He is actually able to tank. Okay. Okay. So key was a bit of an issue there for Gohan. But, I mean, Gohan gets a lot of extra key per rainbow key sphere. I mean, that first turn was just, I guess, this is just a brutal opening rotation. Remember, Pan... The game right now, with a lot of these fights, Special Battle, and we could even say the new Supreme Magnificent Battle as well, the game is, like, ridiculously matchup-based. That is, like, very clearly what Dokkan is doing, right? Like, that's why, like, I mean, you know, I keep getting YouTube comments where people are like, no one is even upset about Festival Battles. What are you talking about? And it's like, okay, I guess that's just a Twitter thing, but Twitter hates Festival Battles. But, like, I mean, there's characters very clearly meant for it, designed for it. And now, especially, we get the Supreme Magnificent Battle event. And, I mean, it seems to me to be specific matchup-based stages, right? And, like, that's what's going on a lot in these special battles as well. And, like, that's the thing with, like, Omega. We take Omega into that Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta fight, and he could get washed so easily. Omega. Like, that's his worst fight, for sure. That's usually the one I'm using as the new showcase stage. Double digits for Gohan, beautiful. All right, remember, Gotenks is going to be able to counter the super attack. All right, we were able to get through the first turn nicely. So now we should be looking pretty good. We're going to have Path to Power Kid Goku. Oh, we got to run Path to Power Kid Goku in slot 1. Yeah, Path to Power Kid Goku's not really too good for this fight. This is the only thing, like, matchup-based content, sure, that's fine. But, I mean, you know, when we're running a team like Youth, you know, it's not exactly great for the matchup-based content with these Youth characters. Okay, let's see. Hopefully Gogeta's not overloading slot 1 with attacks. 2? Not 7. Yeah, the game hates me. Can Kid Goku survive? Is there any chance Path to Power Kid Goku could live that? Oh, bro, dude. I'm not real. I'm just so... Okay. My problem is, I have to be 50 steps ahead, and I have to play this 100% perfectly, because I only have this friend unit plus one more, and then, like, I can't use the character, I guess. So I have to, like, literally be fucking perfect. I can't have any bad RNG. We can't have nothing because there's just no friends. And, I mean, it's like, that is the problem that the game needs to fix. If we're going to do all these fights like this, where it's just, you know, die 50 times and then go back in, that's fine. But we don't have the friend units for that. Like, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega and Blue Goku, like, yeah, we're fine. But, like, when we're not using those characters, you know? And I don't want to really be using shitty friend units either. Like, trash friends, idiots, build their characters like, you know, blind, deaf, and dumb monkeys from the zoo. Like, I'm good on that, man. I'd really prefer to just use my good versions of characters that I spent, you know, I don't know, like $3,000 on for Gohan, Trunks, and Goten today, or however much it probably was. Anyway. I don't know, chat. Man, I'm getting really fucked by orbs. I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard me say this, but, like, I'm just getting fucked on orbs constantly as well. Like, I mean, you understand that back-to-back turns, we've had Rainbow Orb Changers, and we've had, like, no orbs in front of us. Like, back-to-back turns with Rainbow Orb Changers. I mean, there's only so much I could do unless the game... Like, when the game decides it hates you, you're done. There's not much you could do. I'm just gonna go with this. Yeah, nah, I really can't, huh? There's nothing I could do. I'm just completely fucked, man. Yeah, it's just, you know, sorry. The game hates my guts. I wish I could do other things, but I can't, so whatever. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to aim... I mean, we did already see Gohan, you know... I think the friend Gohan, though, is 69%, but we did see him tank the super, but... I mean, in order to even live this turn, I mean, Path to Power Kid Goku, I think, has to hit a potential system dodge. I would love to put Gohan right there, but... you know, if there was more Rainbow Orbs in slot 1, I would have been like, okay, like, we could YOLO with Path to Power Kid Goku in slot 1. But we had no Rainbow Orbs in slot 1, so I wasn't really able to do that. So, unfortunately, I had to run Path to Power Kid Goku in slot 2. We know that Gogeta's supering in slot 2 and 3, but, you know, I'd love to do Special Battle Showcase content, but it's very fucking difficult when the game fucking sucks. And the game sucks when the friend list is involved. And when, you know, if we're showcasing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta... It's all good. Not a problem. Blue Goku and Vegeta? Not a problem. But now we're down to the kids. You know, Gohan, Trunks, and Goten. I mean, I guess I can go to Twitter. Hey, guys, Twitter, can you please set the new DOKKANFEST LR character? Please? You know what we could do, actually? We could probably go... I want the new Supreme Magnificent Battle fights. I mean, that's going to be a disaster, but... There probably would be Dev Friend, you know, Shadow Friend, Ghost Friend, whatever we're going to call it. Gohan's on the friends list. Dodge it, bud. He doesn't. Oh, wait, what? Double digits? What? I think the animation skip is on, so I'm going to reset quickly. Pan-chan, please dodge. All right, chat, let me reset. Get the exchange animation in.
Goten, Trunks.
Alright, so now we got Trunks and Goten on the field. We also got, oh yeah, this is quite good for us. Chat, we may in fact be cooking. Oh, wait, but... Oh, this little shithead is not on Kamehameha. Okay, that's all good. Alright, we're gonna be... Dude, I think that this EZA, Trunks and Goten, they could be a little back, chat. And, I mean, they got a new battle motion, so we're going to do a battle motion showcase. Oh, dude. There's actually, like, if I was even just, like, mentally stronger or physically stronger or whatever, I could upload 10 videos per day. Because we could do, I want to do all these battle motion showcases. Oh, too good. All right, first thing we're going to do here. Let's see what the audio sounds like when they swap. All right, so remember how this works, right? The EZA Trunks and Goten, they're gonna have 100% dodge. I think I'm probably gonna get our rotations like this is what I'm gonna do right here. So remember when the LR Trunks and Goten, oh, I guess I should say remember. Why don't I just go over this right here? There's a lot to talk about here with Trunks and Goten, right? So they come out. And they're doing a lot of stuff, right? They got their additionals. They get the extra key per type key sphere. Remember, Gohan gets his extra key from rainbows, and Goten and Trunks are type key spheres. The easy way to think about Trunks and Goten versus Gohan, by the way, Gohan, I feel like, is more of kind of like a traditional, just like very strong, you know, DOKKANFEST LR type character who doesn't really have restrictions, right? Having a bond, a parent and child ally in the team is not exactly a restriction, right? That, like, every single Goku is on this, for example. So, like, that's not a problem whatsoever, right? Gohan basically doesn't have restrictions. So if we're running him with no hybrid Saiyans, you know, Trunks and Goten wouldn't show up till turn 5, but he basically is restrictionless. Whereas Trunks and Goten are designed for their own team, where if we're using a full youth team and, like, mostly hybrids, this is, like, the most explosive character in the game. But in order to use them, here, let me actually just jump back over, we have to be rocking the youth category team, right? Which is, I mean, I don't want to say it's the worst dog shit ever. We have good characters like Pan, EJO Kid Goku. Physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan legitimately will be much better on the team. You know, we have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. But, like, a lot of characters these days can die in most of these fights. They can get clapped up in most of these fights. They have fights they're good in, fights they're bad in, right? Like, the days of just, you know, Beast Gohan is out and he's just invincible in every single fight doesn't really exist, really. There's no character who's just invincible in every fight. They all have weaknesses everywhere, right? Like, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can be touched, especially now with the new fights, can be touched. Omega very easily can get clapped up. They've all got weaknesses, right? It exists for every character. So, all right, okay, let's, I guess let's just go ahead and pop all these actives here. I'll just go ahead and run Kid Goku in slot 1 because there's no super attack there, and both Trunks and Gotens on this turn are going to have 100% dodge. Again, sorry for rambling over and over and over, but there's just a lot. It's a Dokkanfest tag LR. You know, this is an hour and 10 long minute video or something like that. So turn 1, they get the 77% chance to dodge, and then, you know, remember, they get this per youth category ally in the team. So they're going to have 100% dodge in this turn. And then the EZA Trunks and Goten, we're going to pop their active, and they're also going to have 100% dodge. Alright, guys, let's, so I did just jump right into their active skill. Again, if we're running a full youth team, you must do the Gotenks active skill. I think that this is probably the best character they've done in terms of balancing the active skills, by the way. It is very simple. If we're running a lot of youth characters, we use Gotenks. Otherwise, we're probably going to want to go ahead and use the triple Kamehameha with Gohan. I think they actually maybe a little bit fit. Kale and Caulifla, you could use both. That one is, I think, a success as well. But, like, Blue Vegito and the Father-Son Gallic Gun, like, they failed badly, right? Like, it's basically every single fight ever, you just always use the STR Vegeta Father-Son Gallic Gun. Like, there's, like, almost never. Dude, I've used that active over 100 times. I've used Blue Vegito, like, 5 times. Like, it's crazy. This is going to be a little bit more balanced depending upon how we're using the character. But look at this. So, oh, by the way, remember, the condition, if we have a bunch of hybrid Saiyans here, the exchange condition, it's just turn, like, it's Gohan's second turn. So turn 3, we could do this, which is designed perfectly for the current content they're pushing, Special Battle, as well as this new Supreme Magnificent Battle, right? And we're then able to use either active skill. they give the youth allies the monster 20% attack and defense in battle. Maybe next turn we'll just go right into Gohan. And, I mean, against turn 4 Gogeta would be very tough, and we could just try Gohan. I think maybe that probably would be what we want to do there. Alright, so this is going to be pretty good right here, so we'll hit this. Now, Trunks and Goten do need type key spheres, by the way, which we're going to be able to easily hit right here, so we can go ahead and do this. Remember, the entire team is massively buffed from Trunks and Goten's active as well. Trunks and Goten have a 100% chance to dodge, and then this other Trunks and Goten right here also have a 100% chance to dodge. I think AGL Kid Goku should be okay right here, right? Yeah, he's not weak. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So, we're looking good. I think we'll have a lot of fun using the youth team, but it's just like, you know, opening rotations are going to factor. There's just going to be, well, I mean, just really a ton of factors we're constantly going to be looking at, but, I mean, things can certainly go good. They can go bad, right? You know, once we kind of get, like, a run going, I think the team can be fun, but, you know, remember, like, the Pans have major weaknesses, which is, you know, them being attacked before they attack. Both Pans are weak like that. 89 million. I think this is a 69% friend, but I mean, it's not really too much I could do about that, right? Like, we got the friend, you know, and it's not, at least it's not like a rainbow friend or anything. I think for the next fight, maybe I'll just try and jump into, like, one of the Supreme Magnificent Battle stages. I want to save the Gohan ones for showcase stages. First showcase fight video I have to do is AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I didn't realize that AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going to turn into, like, the most baited character, but he is. Alright, so we get targeted by a super attack right here. This activates huge abilities for Trunks and Goten. Being targeted by a super attack. We'll go over that in 1 second once the turn is done. But they just gave support buff. Dude, they're at 35 million, and they haven't been targeted yet, so they haven't been attacked. Then, remember, they're going to activate 2-turn support right here as well. Yeah, this character's going to work well on this team. And then now they're getting their build up right here as well, right? Remember, they came out with that 35 million attack set right there. And they hadn't even been built up at all. Perfect. Okay. All right, let's jump over. Oh, oh, it's playing both. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Goten, Trunks.
Alright, guys. I'm probably going to use the triple Kamehameha right here. Now, remember, Gogeta's going to super in slot 1. We don't actually want to use the triple Kamehameha, by the way. Like, Trunks and Goten have 100% dodge, so we'd want to put them in slot 1, do that. And then remember, Tech Gotenks can't be damaged by super attacks. But remember, we're kind of, like, the point of these videos is to see what the characters do, right? Like, we're, you know, just, yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. So, let me go back to that last super attack Trunks and Goten dodged. So, they get an extra 15% chance to dodge temporarily when receiving a super. Now, if we have a full youth team, the only way, in my opinion, you'd only ever want to be using Trunks and Goten if you're on a full youth team anyway, by the way. So, this should put them at 85% dodge. Then, they would trigger this support when they're targeted by the super. And then there's this right here, which, I mean, certainly could be good, especially for a character like Physical Pan or something like that. The extra dodge chance is really nice for 2 turns. I definitely do not hate this. I like this dodge chance that we have right here. It's something. I mean, dude, when bosses are now doing 13 million super attacks turn 1, I mean, brother, I'll take anything we can get, right? So I'm gonna pop the triple Kamehameha. We could do this again immediately on turn 3 or Gohan's second turn. He's gonna do guaranteed crits for the turn. He's gonna change all key spheres to int and rainbow, which is gonna allow us to unlock this ability right here. The 12 int key spheres obtained or 5 rainbows. You don't need to wait for this for his active. Because of the way he's designed, where he gets this key per rainbow orb, you can pretty easily, as long as we have rainbow orb changers, be able to get this, right? His orb pathing is going to take him down those rainbow orbs paths pretty often. So we could get that. But the thing you want to remember is that this is more so a big deal off of the youth team. Because, like, you know, you could get this ability turn 1, which is cool, but I don't know if Gohan is really almost ever going to be taking damage turn 1 anyway. And then, you know, you're not going to have this ability when you're in Trunks and Goten. So, And then the other thing this is going to do is it's going to trigger this support for 2 turns. So it's like they design these characters to be one-man army. Like, all the support all over, like, they are, like, it's just like Omega, right? Like, with the support that this character does. Trunks and Goten and Gohan. Like, they're like, okay, like, let's try and make a shitty team a real team. You know, which, I mean, could be fun, because, like, now we're using, like, Pan and Kid Goku, right? Like, it's, you know, sure, like, I am down with, like, using something different compared to, all right, let's, you know, run out our fusion team for the 50th time in a row, right? Like, I mean, I'm down with it. But, and the way they do that by making these older teams, like doing something like this, is you just make the leader character just, like, a support juggernaut. And that is kind of what we got going on right here. So, all right, this turn, remember, if the aliens have the laser beams pointed at the planet, and I have to win or you all die, like, you watching, you die if I lose. If that was the case, I would use Trunks and Goten in slot 1 right here. But that's not what we're here for. We're just here to see how good the characters are. So I'm going to use Gohan's active, right?
全力で行くぞゴテントランクスはい
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Even, like, 55% Link level 1. And, like, we're just, like, you know... Again, this is 55% Link level 1. Right? And, like, he's just able to do that much damage is nice. So, remember, it's 12 int orbs or 5 rainbow orbs here. I guess I'll just give him the int orbs. Will be... No, wait. No. But he does need a rainbow orb. Right? Like, he needs, with 1 rainbow orb, he gets 200% defense, 38% damage reduction, guaranteed additional super, and 200% attack when attacking. And then don't forget it's 250% defense when targeted. Okay, so let's just get him the... Huh. So we do actually have to hit, like... I could hit this right here. This is the golden spot to do, to still leave a lot of orbs for the other characters on rotation. But we'll get all 12, because, like, this doesn't get his ability up. This does get his ability up, but we're using too many orbs. Same with that one. So this is the go-to right here. So we'll hit this. So that will get Gohan all of the abilities we want for him, right? So, remember, he gets 250% defense when he's targeted. We have a lot of damage reduction. I don't know. We might still get killed by this Gogeta. Be aware of that. I mean, remember, these videos, we're seeing what the character can do. It's not just like, all right, let's just hide them and pretend that they're the best ever. All right, let's do this. And now, remember, Trunks and Goten would have a 100% chance to dodge, so. All right, he is at double digits on that. Okay. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's see. If you guys are wondering about builds for these characters, full dodge. Sorry, it's full dodge. Wow, he does. Damn. That's fully built up. Wow, yeah, he's really crazy. He's really crazy, chat. And that's no all in the family, too, which gives massive defense. Holy fuck. This character is number 1, chat. Like, actually, this is the best character in the game. They are. What the fuck? This is the best character in the game. The fact that he could take that 55%, Link level 1, no all in the family... bro, please, be so serious. Like, we do have a lot of support up, but, like, that's what the youth team is. Right? Like, yeah, that's what the team, like, it's like, you know, like, that's why, like, you showcase Omega or say, like, I think Omega's great, and they go, oh my god, you got so much support up for him. Yeah, motherfucker, that's kind of the point of the character, right? Like, yeah, duh. Yeah, I think seeing that right there, that's exactly why I didn't do Trunks and Goten, right? We're fine. So, yeah, holy shit, dude. Wait, are we? Next one is a super. Yeah, we're good. Sheesh, dude. Okay, because this we've got like 100% damage reduction on. Alright, we took a lot of damage. Okay. That was the last attack, I hope. Alright, Gotenks kind of hung in there. We hung in there, champ. We did it. Okay, dude. Yeah. Woo. Again, remember, people right now are like pushing agendas against specific characters. Remember, every new character we've gotten is really quite useful in their own way in different fights and stuff like that. Dokkan is kind of handling things differently. I need to make this its own video. They are handling events and character strengths and weaknesses differently than they previously have. People, I think, need to adapt to that. The Dokkan community, knowing them, they're not very good at adapting, but, oh! That's no good. Okay, chat. So we do have a bit of a concern here. Let's go ahead and flip over. We might lose this, but we saw the great turn by Gohan, so that's still good anyway. Alright, let's take a look at this. 4 type key spheres, guaranteed additional super, and guard. We will not be able... This is kind of a tough condition, secretly. 4 type key spheres, I mean, it's a lot. We've also got so many other characters who also need a ton of orbs and shit like that. So, alright. Now, keep in mind, they're getting support right now from Gohan. Gohan does give 2-turn support when he first gets the... we got it from 12 in orbs. Alright, what are our stats looking like? They're over 1 million. This is, again, a 1 dupe friend. But, I mean, that's fine. Oh, they're link level 10, though. What the fuck? Okay. Alright, well, whatever. Let's hit that. We might get killed here, Chad. I'm not really too sure. Hopefully Trunks and Goten come through. Against the super attack, they have an 85% chance to dodge. Okay, good. One more dodge. Come on, fellas. Oh, we just barely lived. Okay, I'm pleased that they lived the normal, though. If we had gotten 4 type orbs, they would have been looking better right there. That's actually crazy that they lived that. Okay. I thought we'd be dead for sure if we ate it. Oh, you know what I haven't been talking about at all is their super attack effects. Yeah, so we miss out on an additional because we didn't get the type orbs. That sucks, dude. All right, here's the super. We have 85% chance to dodge this. Okay, cool. And then by getting targeted with the super attack, we unlocked all allies 3 key 30% attack and defense for Kid Goku and Pan as well. So, like, there's just support flowing everywhere. Hopefully Kid Goku triggers his dodge ability. And then we just have the guaranteed dodge, hopefully. Yeah, remember, Kid Goku could still be quite good, obviously. Okay. Nice, dude. Kid Goku, what a clutch turn. And remember, Gohan is supporting him, and Goten and Trunks are supporting him right there. So it's like we see Goku, like, fucking Gogeta up, and Goten and Trunks had a huge factor in that. Okay, okay, if we're gonna do this matchup-based content and stuff like that, that's totally fine. But they do need to, like, continually release a lot of characters, similar to the way they've been doing in this celebration, right? Like, giving us options to switch in and out for certain fights is something that we are going to need. So, I think Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is going to be easying with this celebration. We'll see. Okay, that was kind of good. I guess, to be fair, we did kind of see all their abilities. I didn't, however, talk at all about either Gohan or Goten and Trunks' super attack effects. So I think I would like to do another run, and that's kind of going to be my main focus, is just more so to talk about their super attack effects. And then there is also KO screens for Gohan and Goten and Trunks. Those, I'll probably just go into like a Dokkan event run, just get a little bit more medals and grind those up. So, alright, let me, I guess, maybe Supreme Magnificent Battle, like we'll have Gohan, Goten, and Trunks friends. Yeah, guys, we do actually have Shadow Friend, Dev Friend, whatever it is that we want to say. We have some of those types of friends over here. So, this is the new Supreme Magnificent Battle. I jumped into stage 1, which is not as ludicrous. The last stage I'm saving for specific showcase fights. And remember, we have limited attempts in these events. So, like, special battle, if I have the friend units, we could just jump in over and over and over and over. I can't do that in here. Okay, so remember, the main focus I want to use with this run is I'm really looking to focus in on these super attack effects. Oh my god, I'm so appreciative, too. Thank you, Dokkan, of how they handled, like, Gohan turn 1, Gohan turn 2. Whew! That's what your boy is talking about. Alright, so the super attack effects for Gohan. Let's just go ahead and take a look at this. They are pretty impactful and a really big deal for both Gohan and Trunks and Goten. So as 18 key, we're going to get 30% defense. Oh, wait, actually, let me double check that. Let me make sure that the numbers are exactly as they should be. I assume they are here. We'll pull it up twice. So we'll use this for Gohan, and then this will be the Trunks and Goten. Okay. So, yeah, we do get it's 30% attack for 4 turns. Colossal damage the enemy, and then he gets 10% crit for 4 turns. So when we combo, like, you notice how he gets a lot of additional supers, and then we combo that with his 18 key, 30% defense, 1 turn, Mega Colossal, and then he gets that 58% crit for 1 turn. So he is going to be, like, near guaranteed critting if he gets a bunch of supers off previously. That'll be good. Trunks and Goten we'll talk about once we actually exchange back over into them. So, alright. Let's do this. I definitely do want to have Kid Goku next to Gohan. Because remember, we're going to be able to take advantage of that ridiculously powerful link all in the family. Very big defensive link. Look at the difference at link level 10, all the way up to 20% defense. So big. When the bosses are supering for 50 billion, bajillion, bazillion damage, it's kind of big. Alright, Goten supering right away. This guy is not as scary as the other bosses. Double digits right there, okay. It's the next 2 phases. It's like that super attack is like 10 million or something. But remember, Gohan, turn 1, I mean, he is a very tanky character, Gohan. And like turn 1, he does have that additional damage reduction, right? So as long as we get a rainbow orb with Gohan, just like Goku or the Goku and Frieza, he really should be quite good. And then remember, every one of these super attacks he's doing is giving him crit for next rotation. Now, if we swap into... Oh, actually, when we swap into Goten and Trunks, that crit is still up, by the way, for Goten and Trunks. So that would be good. At least for like that first turn, we might be in there. In Goten and Trunks, what do they have? They have a 30% chance to crit baseline, and then yeah, okay. So Goten and Trunks, they only have the 30% crit plus, I guess, crit they would have from Gohan's super attack effect. Yeah, interesting. Okay. But, like, I mean, if we... What do we just do? 3 additional supers with Gohan? So that would push Goten and Trunks, their first turn, up to, like, 60%. I will do this. We're not going to be able to get Trunks and Goten... What, excuse you. Yeah, damn. It's just... As we link level, like, these would be a little bit less of an issue, but... Certainly, I'm noticing with Gohan, I mean, it's... I mean, you know what's funny about these turns? Is, you know, like, we have a Rainbow Orb Changer, but, like, he can certainly be a little bit of an issue for Gohan right at the start. We've seen this a couple of times. That's why. It's because he gets 7 ki when attacking. When attacking, he gets 7 ki. If there's the Hybrid Saiyan or Bonded Parent and Child ally on the team. Right. I look past that. Okay. So let's hit that, sure. And then Trunks and Goten in slot 3. Hopefully they'll come through for us. Remember, if Trunks and Goten super, they're going to give the 2-turn support. Alright, so we hit that, sure. Super, no. And then when attacking, and he gets the 7 ki. Okay, perfect. And then it's when he attacks, he triggers support. So they have it like that. So I guess, like, that support wouldn't be up when, like, you know, Goku Black is throwing, you know, monster AoEs at us, though. Alright, so now we're going to get to turn 3. You know, again, it's very fast where we are going to be able to just get to Goten and Trunks. That's what's so good. Finally, you know, we're getting these tag characters. You know, these characters are designed, I think, so interestingly. And finally, we're getting it where, you know, they have different, like, you know, mechanics around actually starting the exchange. Turn 3, chat, is just so good. But, well, I mean, it's essentially just, I say turn 3, but it's just Gohan's second turn. That is so good. Like, just their second turn, please. I'll take that every time. Yeah, okay. So we saw Gohan. Gohan certainly did look pretty good. I am gonna just go ahead and do Trunks and Goten here. All right, now remember, we do have to respect this Goten is a little scary here. Let's hit this. All right. Now, I believe the way this guy works is he's always supering in slot 3 is what he does. So I guess we do this. Is this going to get us 7 right there? That's fine. Let's hit it. We do need, damn, 4 type orbs. Yeah, there it is right there. Exactly. 4 type orbs. Okay. So yeah, so this Goten always super attacks in slot 3. And we definitely want to put Trunks and Goten in front of the super attack always if we can. Because then that's going to... Well, I guess the problem with that is it is going to trigger support for the rotation. But, like, we're not going to be in Trunks and Goten anymore, huh? All right, let's see. And then I do want to focus in, of course, on the super attack effects here. For Trunks and Goten. All right, Kid Goku doing his thing. Next turn, we'll probably just be able to kill Goten. Either with the Gotenks active or just, like, right after the Gotenks active, we'll be able to finish it off. Alright, so Trunks and Goten right here, right? So the 18 key, they get 30% attack. They give Superclass allies 50% attack for 1 turn. And a 70% chance they give Superclass allies 50% defense for 1 turn. So it doesn't really do us a lot of good with them in slot 3, but that's where Goten supers. And then their 12 key gives them 30% attack and defense for 4 turns. Normal right there, unfortunately. Then there's another super. I do love that little moment when they're, like, yelling at each other. That's... Well, we got no crits there. Okay. That's from when Videl tells him about Majin Buu and shit like that. And like, you know, Babidi as the wizard, and they get so excited. I love it. It's a great moment. Alright, so Goten always just sits there and supers in slot 3, huh? Alright, let's go. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to do this. I don't know. I mean, I guess we could just do this. Let's just do this, because we'll be able to more so take advantage of the super attack effects. If Trunks and Goten can get us our crits or handle their business, we could kill before we get to slot 3. And Pan is a 70% dodge character in slot 3. Oh, but I could do this. Yeah, let's do this instead. We'll let Gotenks do the dodging instead. Okay. Alright, let's see. No crits. Alright, yeah, I guess that's the one thing with Trunks and Goten, is we're not going to see them often crit. Yeah, because, I mean, we're never seeing them crit. Doesn't Gohan's 12-key super attack effect, isn't that still... That's still active for them, though. Huh. I guess we just got bad luck with it a number of times. All right, Pan, make sure you're dodging here. Yep. Okay, good. Good. And remember, the last Trunks and Goten last turn, they did get targeted by the super attack. So they are given 2-turn dodge support. Makes Pan dodge a little bit easier. Gotenks will probably kill with this counter right here. There we go. Yeah, I guess we're good. I think let's just maybe get the KO screens for both Gotenks and, you know, the Family Kamehameha / Triple Kamehameha. This is a great character. I could... Wait, what? Wait, why did Gotenks get hit so hard? Huh? I guess it's not the biggest deal. Why did he get hit so hard? I don't get it. That's just... Ooh. Wait, are Goten, Trunks, and... That's interesting. Okay. I caught that. I caught what it is. Goten, Trunks, and Gohan are not a final trump card character. They're not final trump card. Despite the fact that they use Gotenks. Wow. Okay. Has this been a thing? Is Super Saiyan Gotenks on final trump card? No, he's not. That's a consistent thing. I'm not really butthurt by it if it's a consistent thing. Like, I feel like Gotenks, I don't know, all Gotenks probably should. So Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is on it because of Super Saiyan 3. Yeah, when he goes Super Saiyan 3. But regular Super Saiyan Gotenks, they don't have on final trump card, huh? Huh. Yeah, that's correct. So, okay. So, Carnival Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is not even necessarily a crazy option for the... Let me double check final trump, because the problem, what we just saw happen there, is he didn't have this up right here. Right, because he had this was up right here. Okay. And he got targeted by a super attack, right? So this was up. I assume this probably didn't proc. But we also had this up right here. But, like, you know, if we had this up, we'd have lived. So, let me just double check final trump card. Is there another youth final trump card ally? Oof. So you're shitting me. You're telling me Carnival Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is not even a great option on the team. Because he's the only youth final trump card character. We're not running him. You think you're running him? No. That's crazy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my bad. I thought that this character would be on final trump card because they have Gotenks. Okay, so Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is not Mr. Safe when it comes to their team. Let's get their KO screens now. Alright guys, so there is the Gohan, Trunks, and Goten KO screen. I love it. I don't know. This gives me similar vibes as like Pan and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? Like when you use Pan's active skill. Kind of like similar vibes right here. I like look at Gohan cheesing, dude. He loves it, man. He loves it. He was stunned when Goten went Super Saiyan. Stunned. Pretty good. I do think I think I do like the Gotenks KO screen a little bit better. Let's see the Gotenks KO screen now. Let's see if this one looks a little bit better here. So we'll go ahead and pop this right here. All right, let's go. Yeah, that one is a little bit more heat, man. It comes through. It comes through. There we go. There is 55% LR Gohan plus Goten and Trunks. Definitely a fun character. I mean, they certainly could be like top one in the game too. I think so, but we're in a bit of a weird spot where now like there's another batch of very tough content. So it's a little harder to do tier lists when things are so matchup based. I think like the top LR still should work in most situations, but yeah, like these fights are going to be a little bit more tricky Maybe Iron Cane came into Dokkan at a bad time after all. Alright, guys. So there was the LR Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. Very impressed with them, honestly. Again, I think we could start having top #1 overall in the game talks with how, like, seeing Gohan able to tank fully powered up Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta at 55% Link Level 1. That was, like, big boy shit, dude. That shit was crazy, man. So it's like, oh my god, like, considering how strong, so, because it's like, that's what Gohan is gonna look like that on any team, dude. So that means, like, you know, we'll be able to run, dude, Gohan is gonna dominate festival battles. I'm probably gonna do a run, the festival run for this character would be, full fuse fighter, right, is what we'll do. And that way we could get, well, I say full fuse, but we'll have Vegeta and Trunks on there. And, I mean, this Gohan is going to be a demon at the end, right? Like, very impressive. So this is Spirited New Generation, Super Saiyan Gohan Teen Plus, Super Saiyan Trunks Kid, and Super Saiyan Goten Kid. Another tag character. Tag characters are just so much fun to me. I absolutely love them so much. So I'm always going to be on the front lines defending any type of tag character, man. If the Tao and Tien celebration was a dead month, but, I mean, if it had been Tag, Tao, and Tien, you know, maybe I'd be defending them on the front lines, too. Leader skill here is honestly pretty bad, but we'll see how it gets buffed. Hybrid Saiyans, Youth, or Defender of Justice, category key 3, 200% HP, 170% attack and defense, and then the extra 50% HP attack and defense for Sibling Bond, Bond of Parent and Child, or Bond of Friendship category characters. Now, okay, there's a reason why all of us always say they should never do 2 DOKKANFEST leader skills. They should never have 2 DOKKANFEST leader skills. Never, ever, ever have them have 2 leader skills. Because they gave them Defender of Justice. There's literally 0 2025 characters on this category besides them. That's it. It's only Super Saiyan Gohan. He's literally the only one. So, it's like, going back to that category, Gohan is only the 2nd real leader for the team. When I say real leader, I'm talking about premium summonable, like, units, right? And really, only recently do I think Yellow Coin LRs are real leaders. They never used to be, but now I think the double 200% is actually pretty good. So, all we had in terms of, like, real leaders for this category previously was Videl. Now we have this Gohan. So that's why they could always do 3 leader skills. The character to be used at full power, we do want to, you know, more so rock towards the full youth category. Right, so yeah, they got that, and then the extra 50% for Sibling Bond, Bond of Parent Child, Bond of Friendship. Passive skill, Peace, Protecting Fighter's Awareness. Gohan gets 200% attack and defense at the start of turn, guaranteed additional super, and 3 key per rainbow key sphere obtained. We'll come back to this in a second, the key. When receiving an attack, he gets 250% defense, so we're power creeping that already. I will say it does feel like power creep is starting to move a little too fast now, but, I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe it's just like they're just kind of like moving into a new design philosophy, which I think they definitely are, with just all these different types of fights, but then characters having strengths in each type of fight, right? Like, it's kind of fine, but, like, I mean, look at this guy. You know, he was at 200% when receiving an attack. You know, Kid Goku and AGL Gogeta, they were also 200% when receiving an attack, right? 200% when receiving an attack. Transformed Gogeta, does he... I forget. Does he have that? He just gets 100%. Yeah, but he's so... I mean, he's so dominant. So he's got that, and then Kid Goku's got the 200% as well. So now Gohan has jumped up to 250%. For Gohan's first turn, he gets 40% damage reduction, and then gives all allies 30% attack and defense. If there's another Hybrid Saiyan or Bond of Parent and Child ally on the team, that's, like, not even a condition. Bond of Parent and Child is a ridiculous category. Gohan gets 7 key and 250% attack when attacking. And then all allies get 30% attack and defense and 15% chance to crit. Oh, yeah. No. That support, yeah, will trigger. I guess this will trigger, like, as soon as you get orbs with, like, the character in slot 3, right? That's when this would actually proc. Yeah, wow, damn. So he would even be supporting. Like, you know, when we're, you know, turn 70 in Festival, that'll be huge. I mean, if we're turn 1 against, you know, the enemy Gohan that does 13 million supers, that doesn't really matter so much because the characters are going to die anyway, but yeah. I just saying. Then with a Rainbow Key Sphere, he gets 200% defense, 38% damage reduction, guaranteed additional super, and 200% attack when attacking. Now, I mean, this is, you know, a yin and a yang right here. You know, only one Rainbow Key Sphere, not a big deal, but he doesn't create Rainbow Key Spheres, so, like, someone else is probably going to have to provide that for him. Or, I mean, just, you know, smart, you know, moving of the orbs or whatever, but yeah, keep that in mind. Then, with 12 Int Key Spheres or 5 Rainbow Key Spheres, permanently, he gets 258% defense and 20% damage reduction. This is a permanent ability, by the way. I saw people confused about this, but it's basically just saying only one time ever it will proc a permanent buff, is why both symbols right there. So this is permanent for Gohan once you get either of these, right? But remember, this is only applying to Gohan, not to Trunks and Goten, if we would swap into them. And he also gives all allies 58% attack damage for 2 turns. Mainly, this is intended to buff up Gohan once Trunks and Goten arrive. You could use it with his active skill. But we will be able to get the 5 Rainbow Orbs even without using his active. If there's, you know, presumably a Rainbow Orb changer. Unfortunately, again, I you know, only just realized, like, I just thought that this character was on Final Trump card because of Gotenks. But it's only Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. We've talked about this in the past where I noticed that it was only, I think it might have been when this guy came out, but I had forgotten. But if we're going to use this guy on the team, which we would want to with his Rainbow Orb changing and Ki Blast nullification, we would probably need to also run, I guess, probably this guy as well. Very heavy dodge character. I mean, remember, this guy's a very heavy dodge character. So, again, this is where the fight-based matchups is going to really start to be a huge thing. Against that AGL Gogeta fight, this guy should be pretty good. Because we could just run him in slot 3, right? And he's going to have this dodge, plus this dodge, plus imagine if Trunks and Goten dodge. And then they get another 5% added onto him. He'll be over 90% dodge. That's reasonable enough, right? So we could run this guy. He will be a support type character too. And then he'd also get this guy his extra damage reduction. So that's probably, if I'm going to try and run this guy, I'll probably try and run this guy as well. But, like, this guy could be good for Goku Black and Zamasu. This guy, probably not so much. It's tricky. It's tricky. Right. Yeah, because of the extra 3 key per Rainbow Key Sphere that he gets, the Orb Pathing will take him down this. So, you could realistically get 5 Rainbow Key Spheres, even without proccing this guy's active. Then if there's 2 hybrids, 2 more, besides himself, Hybrid Saiyan allies on the team, starting from the 3rd turn, Trunks and Goten will show up and we can do the reversible exchange and utilize the active, or turn 5 start a battle. So this is a perfect condition. No complaints from me. If we're running multiple Hybrid Saiyans besides Gohan, it's turn 3. So the way it is, 3rd turn from character's entry turn, that's just his 2nd time. So the 2nd time we see Gohan, he's able to use it, which is a perfect condition to me. Or turn 5 start a battle, right? Which, I mean, so if we're running, you know, Gohan on, you know, Fuse Fighters, for example, and Gohan is in slot 7, it's going to be the same as always. This is going to be a 2nd rotation. Because they didn't do 5th turn start a turn, it's 5th turn start a battle. So it's just a beautiful, perfect condition. And then, you know, Kid Trunks and Kid Goten show up, we could do the exchange. He has his active skill, the triple Kamehameha. We could do that as soon as Trunks and Goten are available for exchange, which is either, you know, Gohan's 2nd turn if 2 hybrids are on the team, or 5th turn start a battle. Gohan massively raises attack temporarily, does ultimate damage to the enemy, and then within the turn activated, all attacks become crits. And then he changes to the field to half int and half Rainbow Key Spheres, which is pretty good. So we can, you know, go ahead and grab this right here, which is pretty good. So there is that. And then, you know, of course, Gohan with this extra defense is really nuts. Just an absolutely absurd character, right? His 12 key super attack, no forgiveness for evil. He gets, let's look at the super attack effects right here, right? Because it's always, I feel like it's better, like, for the viewer to see, like, the percentages just displayed right there. So he gets 30% attack for 4 turns, does colossal damage to the enemy, and then he gets the 10% crit for 4 turns. Okay. His 12 key super attack, his 18 key super attack is Ultra Super Attack. The Masenko, He gets 30% defense run turn, does mega colossal damage to the enemy, and then he gets a 58% chance to crit for the turn right there. Okay, that's pretty good. 12 key multiplier. Oh, 150%. Okay. Definitely would have thought to see maybe like a 160. And does Tech Vegeta, is it Tech Vegeta has a 170? Is that true? He has 170? Yeah, dude. 170. Okay, man. Whatever. Sure, kid. Yeah, Gohan's at 150. And then, 24 key is 200%, which is the same always. So there's that. Link set, he has Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Saiyan Warrior Race, all in the family. Prepare for battle, fierce battle, legendary power. Here, of course, are his best linking partners. Look good to you guys? Right? Like, the fusions and stuff. I mean, now, okay. So remember, with the way the content is going, understand that it is very easy to make any character look like shit. Name the character. Omega, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, this Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, EGL Kid Goku, Hit, Tao, Tien. Any character can get blown up. You gotta understand that. Like, people have got to understand with the way they've made this content. It does seem like they're more so pushing running specific characters for specific fights rather than, ho, 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 I summon for this one character. They dominate everything, right? Which, not really, I mean, it's not a bad idea. We'll see. I'm going to be very curious to see how things go through 2026. Because this year also did start with the new leader skill meta, 220% leader skill buffs. So I'm going to be very curious to see how 2026 pans out. But we'll remember the Supreme Magnificent battle fights seem very tough, and it's not done. Like, there's more stages being added, so could be very scary. All right, so we have that. Blue Goku, there's AGL Gogeta, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, there's Blue Vegeta, right? Like, just strong Super Saiyan characters all over right there. Okay, so we looked at that. Now we got to just go ahead and take a look at the categories. So remember, this is another unit as one of these tag characters. They're just going to have, I mean, seemingly infinite amount of categories and teams. Remember, Gohan basically doesn't have restrictions. It's just a hybrid Saiyan or bond parent and child character on the team besides himself, which is like not really a condition. It's going to be very tough to go out of our way to not get that up. And then he does just need one rainbow orb, right? So, like, Gohan can be used on all of this. So he, of course, is on the Hybrid Saiyan category team, which now, I mean, maybe this is Hybrid Saiyan's comeback. Multiple times throughout the game's history, Hybrid Saiyans were, I mean, absolutely just, like the best team. Maybe this has begun. Then we're also in the youth category team right here. Remember that this is, running full youth is kind of what we want to do because Trunks and Goten are, just unworldly, like otherworldly with how powerful they are. But youth obviously has, some dangers. I mean, there's not a lot of super strong characters on that team. There's also the Defender of Justice category. Remember that this Gohan is the first 2025 character for this category. Pretty exciting to get, a character for a very, very weak category like this, though. And then also a new leader skill for it. I'm actually really pleased by that. I'm still waiting for a Bond of Friendship, for Worthy Rivals, for some of those categories like that to get new leader skills after years and years and years. Then Gohan is also on the Sibling Bond category. There is a difficult Sibling Bond mission in the new Gohan stage. What I'm probably going to try and do is use Tao against it. We're going to use like a Tao team and see how we do with that. All right, so there's that. Then Gohan is also on the Bond of Parent and Child category team. Again, ridiculous team. This is why barely a restriction. It'll be very easy to run another Bond of Parent and Child category character on the team. So, I don't really think Gohan has some tough condition or something like that. Then Gohan is on the Bond of Friendship team. Yep, very good. Bond of Friendship as well. Cool, cool, cool. Gohan is also on the Majin Buu Saga team. You guys know the rule, man. They need to go through and get every single conceivable LR that they could possibly do under the sun from the Buu Saga before we get to Kid Buu. What's next? Tag? I think like a tag Goku and Vegeta with the Super Spirit Bomb. I wonder, I feel like that could be Tanabata. Does make me think, right? Those two, and then Carnival Kid Buu. Could be. Could be. Tanabata, remember, I call it Tanabata just kind of like a replacement name, but remember, like the celebration's not going to be called Tanabata because Tanabata is an actual Japanese holiday in July. So it's not, that's now the global, the international version anniversary. So the Tanabata celebration is going to be called something different in the September time slot. Then, Gohan is also on the Goku family category team. Now, keep in mind that this character is not on the Vegeta family category, this Gohan, Trunks, and Goten, because it's, remember, what tags are, is it's every category that each one of the characters would have, right? So it's Gohan is one, solo Gohan, and then the other is, it's Trunks and Goten together, right? So, they themselves wouldn't have Goku family or Vegeta family, right? But Gohan is solo, so that's why they're on Goku family. Then, they're also on the Super Saiyan category team. Super Saiyan, always getting crazy buffs, right? Not shocking there. We also have the Earthbred Fighter category team. Yep, Earthbred Fighter. Yep, there's our new banner unit, Spopovich. Oh, boy! Spopovich, be careful, man. Spopovich. Yeah, what a banner unit. Spopovich, dude. Ridiculous. We're also in the Demonic Power category. We'll see. We'll see if Demonic Power is going to end up being something. I thought it was. Hey, Slug is going to be fine. We're getting millions of Demonic Power units. Yeah, Demon King Piccolo is fine. Nope. No. Not at all. Not at all, dude. Yeah, they're just like, yeah, we're going to hold Daima on ice forever. Daima? No. We're not dropping Daima. Shit, are you crazy? Then, we are also on... This is Fusion. This is the Fusion category team. Yep. We're on the Fusion team. Okay, cool. Then we're also on Join Forces. Oh, dude. This is the first Join Forces character we've gotten in 2025 as well. So here we go. Defender of Justice and Join Forces. This is the first time in this calendar year we've gotten a character for either category. That's cool. That's cool. Join Forces. Yeah, Join Forces, because they're just going to spam tags instead of Join Forces for the most part, right? Then, we're also on the Kamehameha category team. Awesome, right? Great to get more options for that. We're also on the Special Pose category. Beautiful. Always good to get more options for that category, right? Like, I just, Iron Cane doing, like, that Cell Max mission. Imagine how much trouble he'd have with this. Well, boom. This Gohan, Goten, and Trunks are going to decimate that Cell Max, right? Then, they're also on Gifted Warriors. Gifted Warriors might actually be the best category in the game. Because Gifted Warriors has every single tag character on it. Every single one. Because Zamasu's Gifted Warriors, Khalifa's Gifted Warriors, Trunks and Goten are Gifted Warriors, Frieza's Gifted Warriors, right? So, every single tag is on Gifted Warriors right now. Even the free-to-play tag, the Trunks and Goten right there. So, every tag is on Gifted Warriors, which means this might be the best category in the game, right? Then, they're also on Time Limit? Time Limit, right? Yeah, Grandpa Gohan. That's my tell. Yep, they're on the Time Limit category. Perfect. More options there is good. Remember, a couple years ago, there was... Well, it was last year, actually. The Tough Super Buu Time Limit mission. And then finally, they're on the Fuse Fighter category team. Because, of course, Dokkan is meter burning every Fuse Fighter character right now. Literally, look at this. We had Blue Gogeta, starting with 9th anniversary, Blue Gogeta. We had, then they kind of go the rest of the year, not really too much. And then starting with the Christmas Cardinals, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Super Vegito, Super Gogeta, Fusion Zamasu, Blue Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and now Super Saiyan Gotenks. So it's like they actually were like, 2025 is the Fuse Fighter year, which is funny. So, all right, so there is Gohan, right? Remember, Gohan can do the tag switch right here. Very easy with Trunks and Goten. All we need is another 2 Hybrid Saiyan allies on the team, and we can do it on Gohan's second turn, third turn from his entry turn, or turn 5 start of battle. And then we swap on over, and then Trunks and Goten, of course, have different super attacks, passive, they have their own active, and then a large amount of their links do change up as well. Oh, yeah, so this is a huge link level character right here is exactly what this is. Okay. So, all right, let's go ahead and swap on over here. So now we're over here to, Super Saiyan Trunks Kid and Super Saiyan Goten Kid plus Super Saiyan Gohan Teen. Their passive skill, Evil Crushing Fighter's Awareness. They could do their reversible exchange with Super Saiyan Gohan Teen. They get 5 key, 100% defense at the start of turn. They have a 30% chance to crit. They have a 70% chance of an additional super. And then they get 2 key per type key sphere obtained. Their first turn, with a key sphere obtained, they get 77% dodge. Okay. With 2 or more type key spheres obtained, they get 100% attack when attacking, 100% defense when receiving an attack. That's pretty good. With 4 type key spheres obtained, they get a guaranteed additional super, and then they have guard. Per youth category ally in the team, they get 200% attack and 7%, or excuse me, 200% attack and 10% dodge. Now, remember, that counts themselves, so you could times it by 7. So they get, what, 1,400% attack? That's what that is? And then they're also going to get 70% dodge. So, it's obviously a lot. Nowadays, we're getting characters who get 1,400% attack from a portion of their passive. Pretty good. Pretty good. And then we obviously got the again, 70% dodge right there. So their first turn, they have guaranteed dodge. I mean, provided you have the youth category allies on the team. Then per Hybrid Saiyan ally in the team, they get 100% defense up to 500%. Remember, they themselves count. Remember, they themselves always count unless it says otherwise, basically. Then, when receiving a super attack, they get an extra 15% chance to dodge for the super, pushing them up to 85% if we're on a full youth team. Then they give all allies 3 key and 30% attack and defense within the turn. And then they give youth category allies an extra 5% chance to dodge for 2 turns. So, yeah, self-excluded. So, what it does is, you know, the second Trunks and Goten will have a 90% chance to dodge when they're targeted with a super. Pretty good. Their active skill, Fusion. If we're running a full youth team, we always want to do this. You know, as soon as we could exchange into Trunks and Goten, we could do it. They master raise attack temporarily, ultimate damage the enemy. Then youth category allies, 20% attack and defense in battle permanently is ridiculous. This is how you make, like, youth a real team. Is you make, like, the best character in the game, this is at minimum arguable best character in the game. They are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. This is arguable best character in the game, and then you throw this shit on there, right? And it really helps a lot. Then there's super attacks. Let's look at Dokkan info for the super attacks. Yeah, I just love the way this looks. So their 12 key super is the Victory Strike. They get 30% attack and defense for 4 turns, and they do colossal damage to the enemy. Their 18 key super attack, their Ultra super attack, is the Full Power Energy Rush. They get 30% attack for 1 turn. They do mega colossal damage to the enemy. They give superclass allies 50% attack for 1 turn, and then they get a 70% chance of superclass allies getting 50% defense for 1 turn. So, again, very, very strong super attack effects right there. And then their Link set becomes Super Saiyan, the Innocence, Prodigies, Budding Warrior, the Saiyan Lineage, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. You know, a lot more links, good for link leveling, huh? And then here's their best partners, a lot of the different Trunks and Goten characters. Remember, this character is, you know, can be used here. They're not horrible, but, you know, they do need to be dodging. This guy can be pretty good, but remember, unfortunately, Super Saiyan Gotenks himself does not count for Final Trump card. It's specifically when Gotenks does Super Saiyan 3. So I guess if we're going to rock this guy, we will just also rock this guy at the same time. There is also Int Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. And I'm sorry, but at this point, I'm not really dying to use this guy. This guy is going to be a little bit better dodging right away. I mean, right now, this guy's terrible for the way the fights are designed, right? Like, if we could build up the Super Saiyan 3, sure, but... So right now, I guess if we're going to use this guy, we're going to use this guy. And we're going to want to use this guy because he's a Rainbow Orb Changer, by the way, which really helps Gohan. So, you know, keep that in mind. So, all right, there we go. There is the tag Trunks, Goten, and Gohan character. I think this is a really awesome character. I might have them as number 1. Again, certainly doing tier lists is going to be a little bit more harder with the way they're structuring the content and really doing these matchup-based specific fights, right? Remember, every character has glaring weaknesses that can be exposed, right? So, definitely keep that in mind. For this character, I mean, Gohan seems really crazy. Goten and Trunks are like the strongest character in the game, but you have to be a full youth team to do it, right? So, let me know what you guys think about the Gohan, Trunks, and Goten. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.